Well, welcome back. It's time to close out the week with our own Shannon Becker and his Big Three Stories. Welcome back, Shannon.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Looking forward to the weekend, and you'll be here all weekend, too.
I will, yeah. I'll be camped out here in the studio doing all kinds of things.
Camped out is great, though. I love watching you on the weekend. It's great. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Right.
I'm glad you like it.
Let's take a look at the Big Three Stories live and breaking news that we cover 24/7. Joplin News First. It was a police pursuit across the northern edge of Newton County. A lot of people saw it on 32nd the other night. Speeds up to 100 miles an hour at one point along Gateway Drive. It was a white passenger vehicle. It ended on Jacob Lane along the shores of Shoal Creek. A passenger car, as the man jumped out, left behind a cell phone and identification, as well as a car with some flat tires. He ran across a field and then swam across Shoal Creek. They know who he is, still have not identified him publicly and have not seen charges as of yet. But he could be charged at any time. Not known as a threat to the public, however. Suspect DWI is why the pursuit was started. A number two story, Joplin News First live and breaking news. It was early yesterday morning in Berry County. A man walked into a fast trip in Wheaton, Missouri with a handgun. And Clint Danforth, chief of police, yesterday shared with us images of that man. You can see him getting out of this black passenger car with a mask on, prescription sunglasses, and a black hat. Somebody said it looked like me. Well, it was not me. I'll tell you that. If I had time to rob him, you know what I mean. Anyway, they are looking for anyone who knows any information, if you can identify that man. More closer look at those images. They're on our website at KOAM News Now. And our number one story, it was 1 week ago this morning. In fact, the crash occurred Thursday night about 11 o'clock, Kansas Highway Patrol says, and it was on the Kansas-Missouri line on Baghdad Road, right there as the bottom of the hill if you're going from Alpaca over to the Kansas line. Two men in that vehicle, the driver died. The passenger was actually not injured and wandered through the darkness about 6 hours until they could get to a gas station for help. They had to look through all three states until they found that crash about 6:30 in the morning on Friday. 21-year-old man was from Miami, Oklahoma. And our bonus story of the week is kind of a bittersweet story. The 294th Battalion of the Missouri National Guard, they flew out yesterday out of Joplin Regional Airport. A lot of people were asking, what is that huge airplane? Well, they were flying to the Horn of Africa. What they'll be doing, now the Engineer Battalion, these guys are experts, of course, engineers, obviously. They'll be building roads and bridges and what you call infrastructure, so military operations can be performed in an area where that could not happen. You know, you can't drive trucks and stuff if you don't have roads and bridges in a lot of areas, you know, so that's a really important part of what the military does, and they go set up stuff like that. They'll be there through the late part of the year. They're not revealing a lot of the details, but we've got more information on our website and a press release that they released from Fort Leonard Wood. That's our bonus story of the week. So I know a lot of people miss their families and stuff, but they're not necessarily going into the battle zone.
Yeah, they'll be safe. Doing important work for sure, but safe and sound.
Yeah, so we had a lot of people that sent us pictures and video of them getting on the plane and like, what's going on? So we've got that today. We'll share more details. You can go to our website right now. It's there for you. It's our Big Three Stories, live and breaking news in Joplin News First, KOAM News Now.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Shannon. Always a joy to have you in the studio.
And we'll see you this weekend.
Yes, yeah. I'll be here all weekend. We'll catch you here with more weather, more news here on KOAM.